closer look at the latest news stories from this week. One of the most fascinating developments in AI right now is Elon Musk's recent discussion about Grok 3. The standout aspect of this announcement is that Grok 3, which Musk has often referred to as the most powerful AI model, is showing incredible promise. As they've been working on Grok 3, they've implemented what Musk calls the 0-1 paradigm, and the pre-training phase is now complete. What's even more remarkable is that Grok 3 has 10 times the computational power of Grok 2. Now, Grok 2 was already a solid model, but with 10 times the compute, Grok 3.3 is expected to be a game-changer. Increasing computational power, along with high-quality data, typically results in significantly smarter AI models. What many people may not realize is that Grok 3 could potentially dominate an area of AI that has been evolving rapidly. In fact, it's worth noting that ChatGPT has already been outpaced in some ways. Right now, the leading models for raw AI performance are Claude and Gemini. However, ChatGPT still holds an edge as a versatile tool, with features like file uploads and multifunctional capabilities. But Grok 3 could disrupt this landscape further. The model benefits from an extraordinary amount of computational power, possibly rivaling major players like Google. Considering that Musk's AI startup has only been around for about 18 months, their rapid progress is astounding. They've managed to move much faster than most established organizations in the field. Grok 3 is anticipated to launch in the first quarter of 2025, and it's already generating significant buzz. As many have said, never underestimate Elon Musk. According to tweets from team members, their intense work ethic has been key to their progress. They've reportedly been working 18-hour days, 6 days a week. This relentless dedication has enabled them to achieve such rapid advancements. So, what can we expect from Grok 3? The potential here is enormous, and it's safe to say that the AI space is about to get even more competitive. Here's an example of someone using Grok to diagnose a medical injury. You can see here where it mentions Elon Musk stating that Grok is capable of diagnosing medical injuries. This story highlights how Grok recently helped diagnose a broken wrist in someone's daughter. So, how does this work? This is part of the quiet revolution happening in AI. Advanced AI models like ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, and now Grok have become remarkably proficient in analyzing images and large datasets. What sets these models apart is their ability to process and summarize vast amounts of data effectively. Thanks to their extensive training on countless images, they can recognize patterns and similarities with incredible accuracy. This makes them particularly valuable in medical scenarios, where identifying and analyzing injuries or conditions can be critical. This person shared a story about her daughter, who didn't sleep all night and was in severe pain by 6 a.m. She was convinced her arm was broken. Concerned, they went to urgent care, where the doctors examined her, took x-rays, and assured her there were no fractures. The radiologist and attending doctor both declared the arm free of breaks. They answered a few questions, provided her with an ACE wrap and some ibuprofen, and sent her home saying it wasn't too serious. However, before leaving, the mother made a smart decision. She asked for the X-ray images to be printed so she could show them to her daughter's primary care physician, PCP, if needed. While she hoped the doctors were right, her gut told her otherwise. Trusting her intuition, she decided to dig deeper. Her daughter's symptoms persisted. Her hand felt cold and tingly. She couldn't move her thumb, and something about it didn't seem right. The pain continued, and the mother started researching. She compared the X-rays of her daughter's wrist to images of both normal and broken wrists she found online. Then, she recalled a post by Elon Musk about Grok 2, an AI tool capable of interpreting medical images. Determined to get a clearer answer, she decided to upload the X-ray to Grok for analysis. The story is quite fascinating. Unfortunately, I don't have the screenshot handy, but to summarize, Grok flagged a pretty obvious issue. It was surprising that others examining the case earlier hadn't noticed it. They decided to visit a primary care physician, got a referral to a specialist, and the next day, the wrist specialist performed new X-rays from multiple angles. Upon reviewing them, they confirmed Grok's diagnosis: a distal radial head fracture with dorsal displacement. Interestingly, they didn't tell the specialist about their earlier consultation with Grok, probably to avoid sounding odd. But in the end, the cast was set, and the problem was addressed. Had they not taken this extra step, or if they had ignored Grok's suggestion, the issue could have gone untreated. Surgery might have become necessary later, something they've likely avoided now. It's pretty astonishing, honestly. If they'd just accepted the initial "everything's fine" diagnosis, it could have caused significant complications. This highlights a broader point. Many people, especially parents, might feel they're not qualified to question a doctor's diagnosis. But here, a concerned mom made the right call by trusting her instincts and exploring further. The reality is that healthcare professionals, including doctors and radiologists, are often overworked. They might be dealing with exhaustion, coming off long shifts, or focusing on only the most obvious signs of injury. In this case, what Grok identified as an obvious fracture was missed by multiple specialists. What's even more fascinating is how this ties into the broader discussion of AI in healthcare. I'm not saying AI is a magical solution, but it's becoming increasingly clear that it has significant potential. We're seeing AI provide valuable insights that can complement human expertise, especially in cases like this. As we look to the future of healthcare, AI could help make systems faster, more affordable, and more efficient, particularly in areas where overworked professionals might miss critical details. This story is a strong reminder that technology and human intuition together can make a significant difference in medical outcomes. Welcome to the latest AI news. Today's story is truly astonishing and has taken social media by storm. A post on Twitter recently went viral, garnering massive attention. It received over 1.3 million views, 20,000 likes, and 7,000 retweets, and I was tagged in it multiple times. The post revolves around billionaire Larry Ellison, who made a bold statement about AI-powered surveillance systems. According to him, these systems could play a pivotal role in ensuring that citizens always remain on their best behavior. This topic has sparked significant debate, and it's no surprise that it has gained such widespread attention. I might dedicate an entire video to this topic because it's quite fascinating, and honestly, a little unsettling. Essentially, what he's suggesting is that every police officer will be under constant supervision. He stated that AI will monitor officers at all times, and if an issue arises, the AI will report it to the appropriate authorities. In theory, many officers are already being monitored, but this takes it to a new level. It doesn't stop there. Citizens would also be on their best behavior because everything around them would be constantly recorded and reported. This paints a picture of a future where surveillance is all-encompassing, a concept that doesn't align with what most people envision as an ideal future. This level of monitoring feels reminiscent of dystopian novels we've all read, where personal freedom and privacy are sacrificed in the name of control and order. It's a scenario that could be anyone's nightmare, not necessarily because people are criminals, but because privacy is a fundamental concern. We've seen in the past how governments and organizations have invaded personal privacy, and many people would be rightfully alarmed by this kind of development. What's even more intriguing, and perhaps alarming, is how this idea will be received. Statements like, "Citizens will be on their best behavior because we're constantly recording everything," don't exactly scream good PR. It makes you wonder if this was an accidental slip or a deliberate reveal of a future vision. Either way, it's unsettling, especially coming from someone with immense power and influence. He also mentioned the possibility of AI drones replacing police cars in high-speed chases, explaining that drones could simply follow a suspect's car. While the concept of autonomous drones isn't far-fetched, the idea of them being used in such scenarios raises a lot of questions about privacy, ethics, and public safety. Interestingly, he didn't clarify whether these chases might also be broadcast live, another layer of complexity to consider. Now, I don't want to delve too deeply into this topic because it leans toward doom and gloom. However, it's important to address the potential implications of AI on society. While AI brings incredible advancements, we can't ignore its drawbacks. AI operates 24/7, never resting, which makes it a powerful tool for surveillance. And while security and safety are valid uses for surveillance, the real concern lies in how power is wielded. Humans are fallible. When power is centralized in the hands of a few, there's always the risk of misuse. This is what makes the idea of constant AI surveillance so unsettling. It could lead to unprecedented levels of control and abuse. It's a lot to think about, and it's a future that we need to approach with caution. What's really fascinating and a little concerning about all of this is that we've already seen some examples of how this could unfold. Take China's dystopian AI, for instance, with their social credit system. I won't dive too deeply into that, but it's worth noting. Hopefully, this kind of dystopian AI doesn't become a reality. The future is unpredictable and things can evolve quickly, but it's definitely something we need to keep in mind. AI video technology has reached incredible heights, and it's only getting more advanced as time goes on. Recently, we saw an impressive update with version 2, V2. While earlier benchmarks like the ones from Sora were groundbreaking, V2 takes things to an entirely new level. Every example I've seen from V2, even those that aren't the most refined, continues to push boundaries and capture massive attention online. One example in particular has been making waves, showcasing just how far we've come in only 2 years. It's exciting to think about where this technology will be 2 years from now. While there might still be minor areas for improvement, the progress so far has been nothing short of astonishing. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned, and see you in the next part.
Yesterday, Apple was forced to disable its highly anticipated AI-powered news summarization feature after it began generating completely fabricated world events. Have you heard that Netanyahu was arrested, Jussie Smollett's conviction was overturned, or that there's poo in your underwear? Two of these are entirely false, but if you're using an iPhone, you might be consuming AI-generated misinformation. Yesterday, Apple was forced to realize it, able to issue AI-powered news summarization journalist from the Washington Post called Apple's decision to keep the feature live wildly irresponsible until they could improve the accuracy. Apple took the criticism seriously and has now temporarily disabled news summaries. Moving forward, the company will include a disclaimer on all notifications, warning that the content may contain errors. Frankly, I'm surprised that Apple Intelligence isn't as intelligent as expected. But, believe it or not, this isn't even the most ridiculous thing happening in the tech right now. By the time you finish this video, you might start believing we're heading toward a new era of absurdity. Apple Intelligence, distinct from artificial intelligence, is a cutting-edge yet imperfect innovation. In fact, its performance has sparked so much debate that an entire subreddit is now dedicated to documenting its failures. One of its features aims to read and summarize text messages, but its usefulness is questionable. However, when it fails, it does so in spectacular fashion. Imagine being told you have a house break-in, a fire, and a lost Fortnite match all at once. The same summarization technology extends to news stories, where I discovered that tech bros are supposedly being overthrown by minority-led coalitions. However, Apple Intelligence does appear to recognize when a feature is poorly executed, something I can't say about certain tech leaders, including Mark Zuckerberg. Recently, Zuckerberg caused an uproar when he announced that AI engineers will replace mid-level software developers. Just days later, he reinforced his stance by laying off the bottom 5% of performers at Meta. A leaked internal memo even hinted that the company is preparing for a challenging and high-pressure year ahead. Call it paranoia, but I don't trust everything that's happening in the tech industry. The following clip may be unsettling to watch. In an unexpected twist, Mark Zuckerberg is now facing allegations of exaggerating his bow hunting skills in an attempt to impress Joe Rogan.
What kind of bow do you have?
Gosh, I didn't get to do it this season, but
Do you know the company that makes it?
not off the top of my head. I have a few.
You have to know.
Yeah, no, this is
that
embarrassing.
stuff.
This is embarrassing.
Did you get someone to coach you?
Yeah.
Who coached you?
It's basically a bunch of the guys who help run security around the ranch.
Okay.
Yeah.
Don't forget, like and subscribe this channel. See you in next video. The British government has issued a highly classified and super secret technical capability notice to Apple, making a shocking demand, a backdoor that grants them access to encrypted iCloud data worldwide. This means they want the ability to access every Apple user's private files, messages, and backups, not just in the UK, but across the entire world. Essentially, the British Crown wants to drink your Apple juice. And this isn't just a concern for UK citizens or Apple users in one region. This impacts everyone globally who owns an iPhone or uses iCloud for storage. But it doesn't stop there. This move also signals an aggressive stance against end-to-end encryption, putting apps like Telegram, Signal, WhatsApp, and other secure communication services at serious risk. The reason the UK government believes it has the right to demand this level of access stems from the Investigatory Powers Act of 2016. This law grants British intelligence agencies, such as MI5 and MI6, an almost God mode level of hacking capability. It also forces internet service providers, ISPs, to retain detailed logs of every website you visit, among other mass surveillance measures. But here's where things get even more disturbing. It is illegal for Apple to even acknowledge or disclose this demand. The only reason we know about it is likely due to a whistleblower who leaked the information to the media. In today's video, we'll explore what this demand means for iCloud users, how end-to-end encryption actually works, and what steps you can take to prevent governments from getting access to your private data. How iCloud encryption works, and why governments want. No one but Apple knows the exact amount of data stored in iCloud, but we do know it reaches exabyte-level storage, an almost incomprehensible amount of data. Most of this information is protected using standard encryption, which means that when you upload your files, they are encrypted in transit and encrypted at rest on Apple's servers. However, the decryption keys that unlock this data are stored in Apple's data centers. This means that if a government forces Apple to hand over these keys, they can unlock and access user data. That's exactly why many governments are comfortable with this level of encryption. It still leaves a backdoor open for law enforcement when needed. But then came a game changer in 2022. Apple introduced Advanced Data Protection, an opt-in feature that provides end-to-end encryption for iCloud storage. The key difference? The decryption keys are stored on the user's device, not with Apple. This means even Apple itself cannot access your data, let alone hand it over to law enforcement. For privacy-conscious users, this was an incredible leap forward, but for governments, especially intelligence agencies that thrive on mass surveillance, it was a nightmare. The battle between encryption and surveillance. End-to-end encryption is not a new concept. In fact, it dates back to 1991, when PGP, Pretty Good Privacy, was first developed to secure email communication. Today, messaging apps like Signal and WhatsApp use the double ratchet algorithm, which ensures that every message is encrypted with a unique key. This system has two key advantages. Even if a single encryption key is compromised, past and future messages remain secure. This is called forward secrecy. Each message gets a unique encryption key, meaning mass surveillance is nearly impossible. This kind of security is exactly what governments hate because it prevents mass data collection. Until quantum computers become powerful enough to crack modern encryption, governments have no easy way to break in, which is why they pressure companies like Apple to create backdoors instead. Will Apple comply with the UK's demand? Apple has plenty of critics, but when it comes to user privacy, they have historically taken a strong stance. A perfect example is the 2016 San Bernardino case. After a mass shooting, the FBI demanded that Apple create a backdoor to unlock the shooter's iPhone. Apple refused, citing user privacy and security risks. The case escalated to a legal battle, and in the end, the FBI had to pay a third-party security firm over $1 million to hack into the device. This raises a critical question. Will Apple cave to the UK government's demands this time? The most realistic outcome is that Apple will not fully comply, but rather find a compromise, such as disabling advanced data protection for UK users while keeping it available in other regions. This would be similar to how tech companies comply with China's strict censorship laws while keeping their services unchanged elsewhere. However, this would set a dangerous precedent. If the UK forces Apple to make changes, other countries will follow, further undermining user privacy worldwide. How to protect your privacy online. If you truly care about your digital privacy and believe it's a fundamental human right, and are not doing anything illegal, here are some key steps you should take. Use end-to-end encryption for all your communications. Apps like Signal provide the highest level of security. Avoid platforms that do not offer this protection. Enable full disk encryption on your hard drive. This ensures that even if your device is seized, its contents remain inaccessible without your password. Use a trusted VPN with a strict no-logs policy to prevent ISPs from tracking your internet activity. Browse the internet using the Tor network. This anonymizes your traffic and prevents ISPs from seeing what you're doing online. However, keep in mind that in the UK, simply using Tor might flag you for surveillance. Use a privacy-focused operating system like Tails OS. This system runs directly from a USB drive, leaving no traces behind once you shut it down. This prevents forensic data recovery if authorities seize your device. Be mindful of your digital footprint. Even the most secure encryption cannot protect you if you accidentally reveal personal information online. Don't forget like and subscribe this channel for more updates. See you in next video.
Last week, a Chinese company called DeepSeek stunned the world by surpassing OpenAI with their release of the open-source R1 model. Not only does R1 outperform OpenAI's $200 reasoning model, but it also beats Claude Sonnet and Gemini on key benchmarks. More importantly, it passes the My Vibe test along with many others on the internet, unless you ask it about the events of April 15, 1989. Surprisingly, R1 even excels at math, which is remarkable considering that OpenAI had access to the answers ahead of time. Over the past few days, R1 has gone viral and quickly became the #1 app in America. This is a huge issue for big tech because for the AI industry to continue thriving, AI has to be complex and require thousands of GPUs to function. However, DeepSeek's R1 cost less than $10 million and was actually a side project of a hedge fund, whose primary goal was to create long-term social value. Wall Street is now panicking, and Nvidia's stock is facing a significant drop. Nvidia has been a major beneficiary of the AI boom, but the entire bubble was punctured by this brutal reality check. In today's video, we'll explore how DeepSeek has changed the course of history. Big tech is currently shaking, and Sam Altman, OpenAI's CEO, even took to Twitter to comment on the situation. He tweeted that revolutions can neither be made nor stopped. The only thing that can be done is for one of its children to give it direction through victories. Interestingly, his tweet nearly got ratioed by someone with an anime profile picture, who simply replied, "It's not that deep, bro, just release a better model." In response to DeepSeek, OpenAI is now offering its O3 Mini model to free users. But that's not all. They also introduced a new feature called Operator, which grants AI access to a browser, allowing it to click buttons and fill out forms on your behalf. This is a game changer, as it means you could have ChatGPT attend your court-ordered DUI classes or complete any other online tasks for you. In the future, humans might no longer need websites or UIs, only APIs that interact with AI. However, the Operator feature is currently only available to users on the $200 plan, and the feedback on it has been mixed. While OpenAI is trying to remain competitive, it's clear that the Chinese are dominating the field right now. DeepSeek, for instance, didn't stop at R1. They also released a groundbreaking tool called Hunyu on 3D, which can generate 3D meshes and textures. This is massive for people like me who have struggled for years to master Blender. But what's truly mind-blowing is that DeepSeek's breakthrough was created with minimal investment. Even tech investor Mark Andreessen called it one of the most impressive breakthroughs he's ever seen, describing it as a profound gift to the world. As a result, the stock market is now in turmoil, with nearly $1 trillion in value wiped out. NVIDIA has been the biggest loser, followed by other chip companies like Taiwan Semiconductor and Broadcom. NVIDIA has had a monopoly on AI training for the past decade, mainly because they have better Linux drivers than AMD. All the machine learning algorithms are optimized for proprietary libraries like CUDA, which can only run on NVIDIA GPUs. They also have the infrastructure to connect these GPUs at scale, which has allowed NVIDIA to rake in massive profits as AI models have grown in size and popularity. However, someone managed to get DeepSeek's R1 model running on a few Apple M2 Ultras, and that's terrifying if you're a tech investor. The top-of-the-line 680 billion parameter model can run on relatively inexpensive consumer hardware, and since it's free, open source, and developed in China, it raises serious questions about how companies in the AI space will continue to make money. Many are calling this the Sputnik moment, referencing the shock the United States felt when the Soviet Union launched the first artificial satellite in 1957. It took America over a decade to catch up, culminating in the Apollo 11 moon landing, which some people joke was filmed in Nevada. Even the most advanced technology in the world can't stop this shift. DeepSeek believes in the moon landings, and we've had a good run with the AI hype train. But now, it's time to move on. I'm excited about the future of brain chips, quantum computers, artificial meat printers, nanorobots, digital resurrection, and the many other technologies that will make the world a better place. This has been the Code Report. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe this channel for more updates. See you in next video. CES 2025 is more impressive than ever. In this video, we highlight some of the most remarkable innovations from the exhibition, featuring cutting-edge robotic humanoids, groundbreaking home gadgets, futuristic electric vehicle concepts, and so much more. Engineered Arts has revealed an updated version of its humanoid robot, Amika, which has captured the attention of audiences with its highly realistic facial expressions and advanced communication abilities. Ameca is well known for its impressive capability to display a broad range of human emotions through precisely designed facial expressions. The robot is powered by state-of-the-art artificial intelligence algorithms, allowing it to engage in conversations and interact with people in a remarkably lifelike manner. At its exhibition, Ameca stood out with its fluid, natural movements and its ability to maintain engaging conversations. Priced at around $175,000, the robot reflects its advanced technological features and exceptional realism. Engineered Arts envisions Ameca as a key tool for scientific research and a prime example of artificial intelligence's potential in robotics. At CES 2025, the Singaporean company Mage revealed its innovative robot pianist, capable of performing intricate musical pieces with remarkable precision. The robot impressed visitors and industry experts alike by playing several classical compositions, showcasing its advanced capabilities. This groundbreaking technology blends cutting-edge robotics with artificial intelligence, allowing the robot to analyze and replicate musical works while capturing the subtle nuances of performance. The potential applications for this innovation span educational institutions, concert halls, and interactive exhibits in museums. The robot pianist represents the fusion of robotics and the arts, advancing the possibilities of human-machine interaction. Mage plans to further enhance the technology to bring even more realism and emotional depth to its performances. The Chinese company Zhong Aero has unveiled its latest flying car prototype, the Zhong X3, featuring vertical takeoff and landing VTOL capabilities. This groundbreaking vehicle is set to transform the future of transportation. Weighing around 1,936 kilograms, the X3 is equipped with an 8-rotor system for smooth vertical takeoff and landing. The X3 can operate both on roads and in the air. In driving mode, it functions just like a regular car, while in flight mode, it is controlled using a steering wheel and gear lever. The vehicle's top speed in the air is approximately 130 kilometers per hour, with a flight duration of about 35 minutes. Additionally, the X3 includes a charging system that allows the ground module to recharge the air module, offering enhanced operational flexibility. It supports both manual and automatic control modes. This innovation marks the beginning of what could be a true transportation revolution that may be realized in the near future. At CES 2025, Enchanted Tools showcased its robot, Moroi, designed for use in homes, hospitals, hotels, and nursing homes. Moroi operates on a spherical base, moving with precision through various spaces, and can successfully grasp objects with a 97% success rate. The robot is currently undergoing testing at 6 experimental sites and 3 research labs. This year, Moroi also began its first job at a senior care hospital in Paris, where it performs several tasks, including delivering water to patients, clearing meal trays in hospital cafeterias, and distributing gloves and other personal protective equipment to medical staff. The Chinese company Unitree Robotics has once again demonstrated its latest advancements in robotics. They unveiled their famous robots, the Unitree Goto and Unitree G1. The Goto is a quadruped robot designed for a wide range of tasks, including exploration and entertainment. It is equipped with advanced sensors and algorithms, allowing it to move with exceptional agility and stability. On the other hand, the G1 is the company's newest humanoid robot, packed with state-of-the-art technology that enables it to perform complex actions such as handshakes, walking backward, and even acrobatic feats like flips. These robots exemplify Unitree Robotics' dedication to providing affordable, high-tech solutions that cater to both professionals and robotics enthusiasts. At CES 2025, OpenDroids unveiled their latest home robot, the R2D-3, designed to simplify everyday life. This versatile robot handles multiple tasks, such as managing household appliances and even preparing meals, making it an ideal assistant for modern homes. One of the standout features of the R2D-3 is its ability to learn from user preferences, allowing it to adapt to the habits of its owners and perform tasks more efficiently over time. It also integrates smoothly with existing smart home systems, including voice assistants like Alexa and Google Assistant. The robot navigates freely around the house, avoiding obstacles like furniture and other objects. Its built-in sensors ensure safe interactions with children and pets. The R2D-3 can be voice-controlled and operates autonomously for several hours, making it a practical and reliable addition to any household. At the 2025 Consumer Electronics Show, Roborock introduced their latest robot vacuum, the Saros Z70. One of the standout features of this new model is its built-in robotic arm, OmniGrip. This innovation not only enables the vacuum to clean floors, but it can also pick up small objects like socks, toys, or napkins, making the cleaning process even more convenient. The OmniGrip arm is a 5-axis folding design capable of lifting items weighing up to 300 grams. Additionally, the Saros Z70 comes with an upgraded navigation system, the StarSight Autonomous System 2.0, which helps the robot efficiently avoid obstacles and recognize new objects. The Saros Z70 is expected to be available for purchase in the first half of 2025, with a price tag of $1,600. BMW unveiled their groundbreaking concepts from the Neue Klasse lineup, which represents the future of the brand's electric vehicles. This lineup includes a fully electric sedan and SUV built on the new Neue Klasse platform, combining sustainability, cutting-edge technology, and sleek design. A standout feature is the BMW Panoramic Vision System, which projects crucial data across the entire width of the windshield, enhancing convenience for both the driver and passengers. Both vehicles are equipped with BMW's 6th-generation eDrive system, along with a new battery architecture featuring round cells that offer up to 30% more range and faster charging capabilities. Additionally, the company introduced the revamped Panoramic iDrive control system, which displays interactive 3D content on the windshield, providing a fully customized interface for both the driver and passengers. At CES 2025 in Las Vegas, Psyonic unveiled their groundbreaking innovation, a robotic prosthetic hand that marks a major leap in bionic technology. This advanced prosthesis merges cutting-edge engineering with innovative materials to offer users unparalleled functionality and natural movement. A standout feature of the prosthetic is its reverse tactile feedback. Built-in sensors enable the user to sense touch, pressure, and even temperature, unlocking new ways to interact with the environment. The prosthesis delivers high precision and seamless motion, thanks to modern actuators and sophisticated control algorithms. Its integration with the nervous system allows control via muscle and nerve signals, enhancing its responsiveness. Made from lightweight, durable materials, the prosthesis minimizes strain on the limb, ensuring comfort even with extended use. At CES 2025, the French company Pollen Robotics unveiled a new version of its open-source robot, Ray 2. This advanced humanoid robot is designed for seamless interaction with both people and its environment. During the showcase, visitors witnessed Ray 2 demonstrating its impressive capabilities across various scenarios. The robot utilized its 7 degree of freedom manipulators, which mimic the size and mobility of a human hand, allowing it to manipulate objects with precision. It can also lift items weighing up to 3 kilograms. In addition, Ray 2 is equipped with a mobile base featuring 3 omnidirectional wheels and a LiDAR sensor, enabling it to move freely and interact with a broader workspace. Tell us in the comments which technology you enjoyed the most after watching this video. Don't forget like and subscribe this channel for more updates. See you in next video. the Chinese company, Unitree Robotics, has released a new video showcasing significant advancements in its quadrupedal robot, B2W. Now equipped with wheel supports, the robot demonstrates remarkable progress just a year after its mass production began. The updated model offers expanded functionality, highlighted in the video through its ability to navigate diverse surfaces with enhanced maneuverability and adaptability, even under challenging conditions. The Unitree B2W sets a new benchmark for mobility and efficiency, solidifying Unitree Robotics' position as a leader in robotics technology. With impressive speed and agility, the robot can reach speeds of up to 6 meters per second, overcome obstacles up to 40 centimeters high, and climb stairs with steps between 20 and 25 centimeters. Its load-carrying capacity is equally remarkable. It can support up to 120 kilograms in a static position and over 40 kilograms while in motion. In terms of autonomy, the B2W operates for over 5 hours without a load, or covers distances exceeding 20 kilometers with a 20-kilogram load. Under these conditions, it can function for more than 4 hours, covering approximately 15 kilometers. Designed for a range of industries, this versatile robot excels in tasks such as industrial site inspections, surveying, environmental monitoring, and other complex operations. Chinese engineers continue to amaze with their innovations. Recently, they introduced the latest generation of lifelike robotic dolls, now available for purchase. Powered by advanced artificial intelligence, these robots are designed to serve as true companion partners for single individuals. What sets these robots apart is their remarkable design, closely mimicking human appearance. Constructed from thermoplastic elastomer, a material that closely resembles the softness and elasticity of human skin, they offer a realistic tactile experience. Their internal metal skeleton allows them to take various poses, ensuring both flexibility and stability. While these robots showcase impressive realism, they are not yet capable of fully replacing human interaction. At this stage of development, they lack the ability to form deep emotional connections, convey genuine warmth, or replicate the dynamic nature of human relationships. Introducing the latest innovation from Chinese company Unitree Robotics, the D9 humanoid robot. Standing 1.7 meters tall, the D9 is designed to handle a wide range of tasks, from carrying loads of up to 20 kilograms and performing cleaning duties to organizing items on shelves. Its adaptability allows it to tackle complex challenges with ease. The D9 moves at an impressive walking speed of 7.2 kilometers per hour, slightly faster than the average strolling pace. Remarkably, it can navigate stairs and slopes while maintaining balance, even when subjected to physical disruptions like a kick. This capability is reminiscent of the robots famously demonstrated by Boston Dynamics. Equipped with 42 degrees of freedom and advanced joint technology, the D9 features dexterous arms capable of performing intricate and precise tasks, such as handling small objects with both hands. Unitree Robotics positions itself as a competitor to industry giants like Tesla and Unitree. While the price of the D9 hasn't been revealed, it's expected to align with similar products in the market. For reference, the Unitree G1 is priced at $16,000, while Tesla's Optimus robot is projected to cost between $20,000 and $330,000. A Chinese company, SSTAR Science and Technology, has introduced the nation's first robotic fuel dispenser. This innovative device features advanced sensors and intelligent algorithms, allowing it to autonomously manage the entire fueling process. The robotic fuel dispenser can locate a vehicle's fuel tank, open the cap, insert the nozzle, and refuel the vehicle without any need for human assistance. This fully automated system significantly reduces customer service time, minimizes the chance of human error, and enhances safety standards. One of its standout features is its versatility. The robot is designed to be compatible with a wide range of vehicle models and fuel types, making it an excellent fit for most gas stations. Additionally, its integration with existing fuel station management systems enables real-time monitoring and precise control of the fueling operations. This cutting-edge technology marks a significant step forward in automated fueling solutions. Engineers from the Swiss Federal Institute of Technology in Lausanne, EPFL, have introduced a revolutionary robotic arm at the recent IC conference. This innovative design pushes the boundaries of robotic functionality by allowing the arm to detach from its manipulator and move autonomously toward objects for grasping. Traditional robotic arms are typically fixed to the floor or stable structures, limiting their mobility. However, EPFL's Laboratory of Algorithms and Learning Systems has developed a bimodal robotic arm that operates both as a conventional manipulator and as an independent unit. The arm's cutting-edge design includes fingers that can bend in two directions, enabling it to move like a snake and even grasp two objects simultaneously. Additionally, a magnetic attachment at the wrist allows for quick and seamless detachment from the manipulator. The engineers envision integrating this system with robots like Spot, enhancing their flexibility and opening up a wide range of potential applications. Japanese engineers at the company Denu have developed a hyper-realistic humanoid robot named Matsukuroid. At first glance, it's nearly impossible to distinguish this robot from a real person. Matsukuroid is modeled after Matsuko Deluxe, a popular television host and performer known for his colorful personality. This incredible android boasts an astonishingly lifelike appearance, complete with detailed skin, realistic facial expressions, and movements that closely mimic human behavior. It can maintain eye contact, hold conversations, and even respond to its surroundings. Its voice is seamlessly synchronized with lip movements, and advanced algorithms allow it to express emotions, making it remarkably human-like. Designed for the entertainment industry, Matsukuroid is capable of performing various roles. It can appear on television shows, engage in discussions with hosts and audiences, and even serve as a representative or promotional figure. This groundbreaking creation showcases the impressive advancements in robotics and AI technology. Introducing Lunavity, a revolutionary wearable device. Lunavity is an innovative backpack-style device equipped with a multicopter designed to elevate human jumping capabilities. By providing lift during a jump, this remarkable invention enables users to leap higher and farther than ever before. The design incorporates multiple rotors that generate lift, allowing for precise mid-air adjustments in direction and posture. These adjustments respond seamlessly to the user's movements and gestures, unlocking exciting possibilities for aerial mobility and sports entertainment. Developed at the Roto Laboratory, part of the University of Tokyo, Lunavity is spearheaded by Professor Junreki Moto, a distinguished researcher in human-computer interaction and wearable technology. Although primarily created for recreational use, Lunavity has the potential to address practical needs, such as short-distance travel, in areas with limited infrastructure. The device has already captured attention for its versatile applications in everyday life, sports events, and cutting-edge research projects. Tell us in the comments which technology you enjoyed the most after watching this video. Don't forget, like and subscribe this channel for more updates. See you in next video. The Chinese military is on the verge of a groundbreaking technological advancement. They are steadily replacing soldiers with robots, equipped with rifles. Recent studies show that semi-autonomous machines can effectively shoot targets with rifles, just like humans. These robots are expected to boost combat capabilities and help secure vital facilities. Let's begin with one of the most promising creations, the Chinese robot dog, the Unitree B2. This remarkable robot continues to set new records. It can maintain its balance while navigating stairs and can accelerate up to an impressive 6 meters per second. It can also carry up to 120 kilograms and operate for over 5 hours on a single battery charge. The original model, the Unitree B1, was introduced in 2022 for industrial use. It was capable of underwater movement, carrying up to 80 kilograms, and running for 2 hours on a single charge without a load. Now, the more advanced Unitree B2 has arrived. This quadruped robot weighs 60 kilograms and features powerful actuators that generate 380 Newton-meters of torque. These upgrades allow it to carry up to 120 kilograms statically and 40 kilograms while in motion. With a battery capacity of 2,250 watt-hours, the Unitree B2 can move for over 5 hours without a load, covering a distance of about 20 kilometers. It can also carry a load of 45 kilograms for over 2 hours. The actuators give the robot the ability to leap over 1.6 meters, jump off heights of over 1 meter, and run at speeds of up to 6 meters per second. What makes the Unitree B2 even more impressive is its stability. It can maintain balance on slippery surfaces, like floors covered with banana peels, and even when engineers try to push it over. The robot can also walk up stairs, backwards, sideways, or even while being kicked or pulled. It can climb slopes up to 45 degrees and navigate cluttered surfaces. For spatial awareness, the B2 is equipped with a LiDAR depth camera and a high-resolution regular camera. In addition to its industrial uses, the military plans to deploy the Unitree B2 for various purposes. And here's a unique feature. The robot can be transformed into a wheeled version by simply swapping out the lower part of its legs. At the China Air Show, a robot dog in camouflage green with protective mesh made its debut, showcasing the latest creation from China's military industry. The robot demonstrated impressive abilities, able to ascend and descend, move in all directions, and rotate on its axis. While exciting, the design raised some eyebrows, as many noticed that the Chinese version closely resembles the models developed by Boston Dynamics, a company recognized worldwide for its advanced robots. It's still unclear whether the Chinese military obtained a license from Boston Dynamics or if they managed to replicate the technology. Experts have expressed concerns about the potential military use of such robots, warning that this could lead to increased international tensions and even spark an arms race. China is showcasing its advanced military technology as tensions with the United States continue to rise. Recently, China revealed new cutting-edge weapons, including robotic dogs, drones, and spy balloons. Let's take a closer look at the latest robot dog. In October 2022, China unveiled a robotic dog equipped with a machine gun, which can be delivered by drone. In a video, the drone carries the robot dog to the top of a building. Once the drone departs, the robot dog stands up and begins scanning the area for potential threats in its firing range. These drones can be used to target vulnerable positions behind enemy lines or occupy rooftops, providing opportunities for three-dimensional attacks. From the video, it appears that the robot dog can carry various weapons such as automatic rifles, machine guns, or handheld grenade launchers. It's claimed that the robot can travel at speeds of up to 14.5 kilometers per hour and work alongside infantry and armored vehicles. The robot dog is armed with the Chinese QBB-97 machine gun, which can fire up to 650 rounds per minute and has an effective range of up to 400 meters. This weapon uses a new 5.8mm intermediate cartridge in a bullpup configuration. China's new combat robots are designed to adapt to any terrain and are meant to replace soldiers in particularly hazardous missions. Let's head over to the United States, where a robot dog equipped with a flamethrower has just hit the market. This innovative creation, named Terminator, was first introduced last summer, and now it's available for purchase. The company behind this futuristic gadget recently released a short video, just under 2 minutes, showcasing its capabilities. In the video, we see the flamethrower being filled at the back of the robot, followed by some impressive shots of the Terminator spewing flames. There's even a moment where it shows off its ability to jump. The company proudly claims this as the world's first robot dog equipped with a flamethrower, and it's priced at nearly $10,000. While some critics have raised concerns about the potential dangers if this technology falls into the wrong hands, the creators don't see their robot as a weapon. Instead, they market it as a tool for special effects, particularly given the company's involvement in the film industry. The Terminator is based on the smaller quadruped robot from the Unitree G01 series. Although they could have chosen a bigger model, perhaps from Boston Dynamics, they opted for this one due to its versatility and ability to maneuver in tight spaces. Introducing the latest robotic dog, the Ghost V60. This innovative machine is already being used by the military forces of the United States and the United Kingdom. It's known as the Army's eyes and paws for good reason. Currently, soldiers from the 23rd Parachute Engineer Regiment in the UK are testing its capabilities in collaboration with experts from the Robotics Expeditionary Center of the Defense Equipment Group. These tests will determine how well the Ghost 560 performs in various conditions and how useful it can be on the battlefield. The Ghost 560 is a quadruped robot designed to navigate complex terrains, whether in urban environments or nature, at speeds of up to 10 kilometers per hour. It can carry payloads weighing up to 10 kilograms, making it highly versatile for military operations. The robot can be deployed directly to the task area, via helicopter or even parachute, and it's operated remotely using a specialized controller. However, it currently does not have an autonomous mode. To ensure reliability in tough conditions, the robot's electronics are protected against rain and other weather elements. It's equipped with built-in cameras on the front, rear, and sides, providing a 360-degree field of view. Additionally, it uses a light detection and ranging (LiDAR) system for enhanced visualization. In modern combat scenarios, robotics is becoming increasingly important, helping soldiers act more efficiently and for longer durations. The Ghost Vi60 offers improved situational awareness, serving as the eyes and ears of troops on the ground. It enhances target identification and accuracy, allowing soldiers to operate more effectively. One engineer from the British Army highlighted its potential, stating, "This robotic dog can deliver critical equipment, scout dangerous areas, and even perform high-risk combat tasks that would otherwise endanger human lives." By taking on these challenging roles, the Ghost i560 is designed to reduce risks for soldiers, making their missions not only safer, but also more efficient. In early November 2022, China unveiled an impressive advancement at a technology exhibition, a robotic combat dog equipped with an automatic gun mounted on its back. This development marks a significant step forward, as mounting a firearm on a robot poses several technical challenges, including managing the weapon's weight and dealing with recoil during firing. Despite these obstacles, the People's Liberation Army, PLA, has shown keen interest in integrating such advanced military equipment into its operations. These robots are being developed with heavier armaments and are capable of performing combat tasks either remotely or in fully autonomous modes. According to reports, the robotic dog can carry a 14-kilogram gun on its back. It is controlled using a military-grade tablet application and comes equipped with cameras offering a 360-degree field of view. This capability allows it to function effectively in both remote-controlled and fully autonomous operations. While this innovation demonstrates China's growing capabilities in military robotics, the detailed technical specifications of this combat robot remain undisclosed. In early November 2022, China unveiled an impressive advancement at a technology exhibition, a robotic combat dog equipped with an automatic gun mounted on its back. This development marks a significant step forward, as mounting a firearm on a robot poses several technical challenges, including managing the weapon's weight and dealing with recoil during firing. Despite these obstacles, the People's Liberation Army, PLA, has shown keen interest in integrating such advanced military equipment into its operations. These robots are being developed with heavier armaments and are capable of performing combat tasks either remotely or in fully autonomous modes. According to reports, the robotic dog can carry a 14-kilogram gun on its back. It is controlled using a military-grade tablet application and comes equipped with cameras offering a 360-degree field of view. This capability allows it to function effectively in both remote-controlled and fully autonomous operations. While this innovation demonstrates China's growing capabilities in military robotics, the detailed technical specifications of this combat robot remain undisclosed. Out of all the amazing robots featured in this video, which one stood out to you the most? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget like and subscribe this channel for more updates. See you in next video.
ਆਪਾਂ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਆਈਟੀ ਹੁਣ ਯੂਜ਼ ਕਰਨ ਦੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਅੱਜ ਤੋਂ ਕੋਈ 10 ਸਾਲ ਪਹਿਲੇ ਯੂਜ਼ ਕੀਤੀਆਂ ਹੋਈਆਂ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਸਾਰੀਆਂ ਫ੍ਰੀਲਾਂਸਿੰਗ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਵੀ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ ਫ੍ਰੀਲਾਂਸ ਬਹੁਤ ਅੱਗੇ ਨੇ ਕ੍ਰਿਕਟ ਵੀ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਕਿੱਥੇ ਲੈ ਗਏ ਨੇ ਭੈਣ ਅੱਜ ਵੀ ਆਸਟ੍ਰੇਲੀਆ ਹਾਰ ਗਏ ਕੱਲ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ ਮੈਨੂੰ 8 ਨੂੰ ਕਿ 9 ਨੂੰ ਪਾਕਿਸਤਾਨ ਟਾਈਮ ਨਹੀਂ ਬਾਹਰ ਗੂਗਲ ਦਾ ਸੀਈਓ ਤੇ ਗਿਆ ਦਾ ਹਾਂ ਉਹਨੇ ਖਤਮ ਬਚਾਈ अच्छा ये होगी जी ओ खुले का भी चुमा है कुछ है ऐसा रिस्क ले आता है
The company, Daru, is at the forefront of revolutionizing the construction industry by developing robots designed to replace human laborers. These robots are already performing tasks like sanding walls, refining floors, and even laying tiles. The company's goal is full automation, with an emphasis on user-friendliness. For example, the floor finishing robot is capable of planning its own path and applying all necessary layers, from the initial primer to the final epoxy coating. Equipped with an array of sensors and radars, these robots are able to efficiently navigate their surroundings. The pace at which the company is progressing is impressive. In fact, plaster application can now be completed at a speed of 8 meters in just 50 seconds, significantly reducing labor intensity by 70% and boosting efficiency by up to 200%. With the integration of artificial intelligence, these robots can perform tasks autonomously, needing only initial instructions and requiring no human supervision. This is a promising innovation, though it does raise important questions. While it offers clear benefits in terms of efficiency and cost, there are valid concerns about the potential for these technologies to displace a significant portion of the workforce in construction. Ultimately, the rise of robotics in construction presents a balance between progress and its broader social and economic consequences. It's crucial to consider how these innovations will impact workers and the long-term sustainability of the industry. This humanoid robot, developed by YubTech Robotics in China, has already begun to make its mark in factories, both within Chinese companies and internationally, particularly in the electric vehicle (EV) industry. Companies such as NIO and Volkswagen are actively incorporating these robots into their assembly lines. The Walker robot plays a key role in quality control, performing tasks like inspecting door locks, seat belts, headlights, and even affixing logos to vehicles. It is equipped with 36 high-performance servo motors, providing remarkable flexibility and precision in its movements. Additionally, the robot is outfitted with various sensors that enable environmental perception, allowing it to recognize objects and process visual and auditory information. The robot's autonomous navigation capabilities are powered by the USLAM system, which enables it to plan efficient routes, avoid obstacles, and recognize faces, objects, and scenes within its environment. UBTech. Robotics is optimistic about the potential of these robots to enhance efficiency in electric vehicle assembly lines, with the company stating on its website that the future of humanity lies in the harmonious coexistence of robots and humans. This innovative approach is set to transform the way manufacturing is done, bringing about increased productivity while also sparking discussions on the evolving role of robotics in our daily lives. Schindler, a Swiss company founded in 1874, and a global leader in the production of elevators and escalators, has introduced the world's first robotic system designed for the automatic installation of elevators in high-rise buildings. This innovative system, named RISE, marks a groundbreaking advancement in the construction industry. For the first time in history, a robot can autonomously perform installation tasks with high precision and quality. The RISE robot carries out tasks such as drilling holes in concrete walls and installing anchor bolts, all without requiring constant supervision. Once deployed in the elevator shaft, the robot operates around the clock, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, significantly speeding up the installation process compared to traditional methods. The RISE robot was successfully used during the construction of the Warsaw Tower in Warsaw, Poland, which is the tallest building in the European Union. Its use greatly accelerated the elevator installation process while maintaining exceptional quality and precision. Schindler continues to lead the way in embracing innovative solutions like RISE to improve safety and efficiency in the construction industry, showcasing the potential of automation to revolutionize building practices. Weston Robotics has introduced an innovative construction robot known as the Outdoor UGV Robot Bunker, designed to tackle a wide range of tasks in challenging outdoor environments. The bunker robot is equipped with a powerful drive and control system, enabling it to efficiently navigate uneven terrain and overcome obstacles with ease. Its high off-road capability is made possible by its independent suspension system, along with exceptional maneuverability, including the ability to turn in place. Implementing the bunker robot on construction sites can significantly enhance the efficiency of various tasks, such as material transportation, site inspections, and other construction activities. The robot can be equipped with an array of sensors and tools, including cameras, laser scanners, and additional devices for data collection and specialized tasks. Thanks to its robust construction and weather-resistant design, the bunker robot can operate under the most extreme conditions, making it a versatile solution for construction sites in harsh environments. China has just unveiled another groundbreaking advancement in artificial intelligence. Following DeepSeek, this latest innovation might be the most significant yet. Introducing Omnium 1, an AI-powered video generation model developed by ByteDance, the company behind TikTok. This technology can transform a single photograph into a full-body video, complete with natural movements, gestures, and even singing. The realism is astonishing, pushing deepfake technology to an entirely new level while raising serious ethical and security concerns. What is Omnium 1? Omnium 1 represents a new approach to AI-driven video creation. Unlike traditional deepfake tools that require extensive reference images or video footage, this model can generate highly convincing animations using just a single photo. We're not just talking about facial replacements or basic lip syncing. This technology enables full-body animations, dynamic gestures, and even instrument playing, all perfectly synced to audio input. The capabilities of Omnium 1 almost feel like science fiction. Previous deepfake technologies often had an uncanny, unnatural quality. However, this AI produces eerily lifelike results with minimal input, making it a potential game changer in AI-generated media. Training behind the model. According to reports, ByteDance trained Omnium 1 on an extensive dataset, estimated to contain between 18,700 and 19,000 hours of video. While the exact sources remain undisclosed, TikTok's massive content library likely played a crucial role in training the AI to understand human movement and speech patterns. The technology utilizes a method called Omni conditions, which integrates multiple conditioning signals, text, audio, and body poses to generate hyper-realistic human motion. Mind-blowing demonstrations. ByteDance has released several sample videos demonstrating Omnium 1's capabilities, and the results are astonishing. One clip features a fictional Taylor Swift performance that looks so authentic it could easily fool an untrained eye. Another showcases Albert Einstein delivering a lecture in stunning black and white, appearing as if it were filmed with a modern HD camera. In one striking moment, Einstein is seen gesturing with his hands while asking, "What would art be like without emotions?" A moment so convincing that it borders on eerie. Additionally, there's a clip of a TED Talk that never actually happened, and another showing a person holding a wine glass, where minor inconsistencies in movement suggest the AI is still refining certain aspects of physical interactions. While the technology isn't flawless yet, the progress beyond previous deepfake methods is undeniable. Omnium 1 allows users to adjust video characteristics, including aspect ratio, body proportions, and clip length. This means that with just a single photo and a voice clip, the AI can generate a realistic video of a person dancing, making speeches, or performing various actions. It's essentially a next-generation version of animation apps that bring old photos to life. Except now, we're talking about full-body Hollywood-quality deepfakes. Dark side of this technology. While the technology is incredibly impressive, it raises serious ethical and security concerns. Deepfake manipulation is already a growing issue, and tools like Omnium 1 could escalate the problem significantly. Consider these alarming examples. On election day in Taiwan, an AI-generated audio clip, allegedly created by a group linked to the Chinese Communist Party, falsely made it seem like a local politician was endorsing a pro-China candidate. In Moldova, deepfake videos showed President Maya Sandu resigning, despite it never happening. In South Africa, a deepfake of rapper Eminem endorsing a political party circulated during election season. Beyond politics, deepfake scams are being used for financial fraud. In 2023 alone, AI-generated content contributed to an estimated $122 billion in fraud losses, and experts predict this could rise to $40 billion annually in the U.S. by 2027. The risks of misinformation, identity theft, and deception are more real than ever. Regulatory and ethical concerns. Governments and tech companies are scrambling to regulate deepfake technology. Over 10 U.S. states have proposed or enacted laws against AI-generated impersonation. In California, lawmakers have considered legislation allowing judges to order the removal of deepfake content and impose fines on those responsible, though such laws have yet to gain widespread enforcement. One of the major challenges is detection. Despite claims from social media platforms and search engines that they are deploying AI detection tools, the sheer volume of AI-generated content makes it nearly impossible to filter effectively. A 2024 survey by identity verification firm Jumio found that 60% of people had encountered a deepfake in the past year, and 72% feared they could be deceived by one on a daily basis. Public demand for stronger regulations is growing. Will ByteDance release Omnium 1? As of now, ByteDance has not released Omnium 1 to the public, but history shows that once an AI model is demonstrated, others will attempt to replicate or reverse engineer it. Whether ByteDance chooses to release it or not, similar systems will inevitably emerge, driven by open-source projects and competing tech companies. Don't forget, like and subscribe this channel for more updates. See you in next part.
डाइटिंग प्रोग्राम करना डाइटिंग भैन दी ज्यादा ही हो जाएगा अफ्तारी में सब्जी खाएगा और नहीं उतना डाइटिंग में कोई फर्क पैंदा ए आपा खाने की है ਮੈਨੂੰ ਬਣਾ ਜਰਾ ਚੱਲ ਤੂੰ ਅੱਜ ਸਵੇਰ ਤੋਂ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਖਾ ਸਹਿਰੀ ਤੋਂ ਹੁਣ ਤੱਕ ਖਾਦਾ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਬਣਾ ਕੀ ਖਾਦਾ ਸਵੇਰੇ ਰੋਟੀਆਂ ਹਾਂ ਰੋਟੀ ਹੋਰ ਨਹੀਂ ਪਾ ਗਿਆ ਇਹਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਨਾ ਚਾਹੀਦੀ ਤੈਨੂੰ ਜਿਮ ਕੰਮ ਜਿਮ ਦਾ 1.5-2 ਲਾ यार जिम जुम कोई नहीं बस ये अभी हुन मजबूरी है ये भी बह के माल कमाने लिया बह के बंदा ਜਦੋਂ ਇਹ ਮਾਲ ਕਮਾਉਣ ਲੱਗ ਗਿਆ ਤੇ ਤੇਰਾ ਰੂਟੀਨ ਇਹਦੀ ਸੈੱਟ ਹੋ ਜਾਏਗੀ ਤੇ ਸਾਰਾ ਕੁਝ ਹੀ ਸੈੱਟ ਹੋ ਜਾਏਗਾ ਆਪ ਅੰਦਰ ਮੇਨ ਪੁਆਇੰਟ ਲੱਗੇ 2 ਮਿੰਟ ਬਹਿ ਕੇ ਇੱਥੇ ਝੱਟ ਬਹਿ ਜੀ ਭੈਣ ਜੋ ਗੈਸ ਹੋਣ ਲੱਗ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਹੈ ਤਾਂ
From AI-powered robots replacing human jobs to machines that might outthink us, the story isn't just exciting, it's a little terrifying. What's really going on behind the scenes of this AI revolution? This has to be one of the most surprising releases of the year so far, and yeah, I get the irony since the year just started. I'm talking about the DeepSeek R1. Have you seen this? DeepSeek R1 has just been announced and it's making waves across the AI community. This model is genuinely impressive because its performance rivals OpenAI's GPT-4. But here's the real shocker. It's not just about performance. What's truly surprising is that DeepSeek R1 is fully open source and available to everyone for free. Yes, you heard that right. Free. You can find it directly on their website, which is a massive deal for the industry. The research behind this model and its effectiveness is nothing short of groundbreaking. It's no wonder the internet is buzzing about it. In fact, this development has even caught OpenAI off guard. It's a clear indicator of how fast the AI landscape is evolving and just how far these models have come in such a short time. Let's dive into why this is such a big deal and what it means for the future of AI. This bar chart here illustrates exactly why the DeepSeek R1 model has been making waves online recently. DeepSeek R1 is a direct competitor to OpenAI's O1 model. Both of these models are built around a concept called System 2 thinking. This approach allows the models to think longer and more strategically, which is a relatively new concept we've only just begun to explore. As you can see from the chart, this method is delivering impressive results across the board for any models developed using it. What's even more surprising is how China has managed to challenge, and in some cases surpass, the traditional leaders in AI innovation. While OpenAI has long been considered the frontrunner, DeepSeek R1 proves to be a strong contender, performing right on par with OpenAI's 0-1 model. In some benchmarks, it even outperforms the smaller version of OpenAI's 0.1 model. Keep in mind, these benchmarks are extremely challenging. Some have error rates of just 2 to 5%, meaning these models are achieving near-perfect accuracy on tasks that were once considered incredibly difficult. It's a testament to just how effective and advanced these systems have become. This raises an important question. If we're already seeing such rapid advancements in AI performance, where will we be in 3 years? The pace of development is accelerating, and it's exciting, but also a bit mind-boggling to imagine the possibilities. What makes DeepSeek R1 even more remarkable is its affordability. Not only is it competitive with OpenAI's 0.1 model in terms of performance, but it's also far cheaper to use. This opens up state-of-the-art AI capabilities to a much broader range of developers, from those building innovative products to those just experimenting with the technology. In short, this could be a game changer for the industry. AI models have typically been incredibly expensive to develop and run, but with DeepSeek R1, we're entering a new era of accessible and affordable innovation. Let's talk about this part here, which I think is an amazing piece of innovation from the team. A lot of people missed this while everyone was caught up in the R1 versus Undraude Vivadam. But in the research paper, they actually gave us a glimpse of how the distilled models perform. Now, if you're unfamiliar, model distillation is a process where a larger, more powerful teacher model transfers its knowledge into smaller student models. This makes the smaller models more efficient and intelligent. It's done primarily for efficiency. You're essentially packing the expertise of a large model into something smaller, which saves time and resources during inference. Here's the impressive part. Without distillation, we wouldn't be able to achieve similar performance levels in smaller models. Distillation allows us to shrink the model's size without sacrificing much in terms of effectiveness. That's huge. In this paper, we're seeing these frontier models like GPT-4, Claude 3.5, and others performing well on various tests. But what's really exciting is how the new R1 model from DeepSeek is being distilled into smaller versions, like a 70B model, a 32B model, or even an 8B model, and still managing to surpass these larger models in specific scenarios. Just think about it. You're getting the performance of something like Claude 3.5, but in a much smaller, more compact model. That's a game changer for so many people and applications. Of course, it's always a good idea to test these models on your specific benchmarks, whether you're using them for creative writing, solving math problems, scientific reasoning, or coding. You'll want to ensure they meet your particular needs. Some models excel in certain areas but might fall short in others. So, thorough testing is key. What's remarkable here is that we're now capable of developing incredibly efficient models that rival much larger ones in terms of reasoning and performance. And this trend is only going to accelerate. Who knows? In the near future, we might have insanely smart AI models that are smaller, faster, and more accessible. Take GPT-4 as an example. It scores around 70 on certain benchmarks and 50 on tough tests like GPQA. But these distilled models are achieving comparable results at a fraction of the size. That's incredible when you think about the implications for efficiency and accessibility. And this isn't even the only surprising thing mentioned in the paper. There's so much innovation happening here that it's hard not to be excited about what's coming next. One of the most fascinating aspects they discuss is the concept of self-evolution and the emergence of advanced behaviors as the model spends more time computing. Essentially, the longer the model is allowed to think, the better and more refined its responses become. For example, behaviors like reflection, where the model revisits and reassesses its previous steps, and the ability to explore alternative problem-solving approaches arise on their own. What's incredible is that these behaviors aren't directly programmed into the system. Instead, they naturally emerge as the model interacts with its reinforcement learning environment. This spontaneous development significantly improves the model's reasoning skills, allowing it to handle complex tasks more efficiently and accurately. What they're highlighting here is that as the model engages in extended reasoning, it often discovers innovative ways to solve problems, solutions that weren't explicitly taught during training. This kind of emergent behavior demonstrates just how powerful and dynamic these systems can be. Let me show you an example of this in action. Right here, you can see the model working through a math equation. What's fascinating is how it's reasoning through the problem, actually thinking about how to solve it. Now, notice this part they've highlighted. It says, wait, that's it. That's like the model having an aha moment. This is pretty surprising because it shows the model rethinking its approach in a way that feels almost human. Using an anthropomorphic tone, it's as if the AI is reflecting and self-correcting. What's really interesting about this DeepSeek R1 model is that it seems to think in a way that's surprisingly similar to us. It's almost like we're hearing the inner thoughts of an AI as it reasons through problems. And here, it figured out something, paused, and said, wait, I can flag this and solve it better. Let me show you another example of this. It's absolutely mind-blowing. In this clip, a user on Twitter shared their experience of prompting an AI model to think of a random number. What's fascinating is that they also shared the model's internal reasoning process, and it feels surprisingly human. The model starts by acknowledging the task. The user wants me to think of a number between 1 and 10,000 but not tell them. It even notes the instruction to not overthink it and decides to pick quickly. It goes on to consider some options. 777, that's one of my numbers, but maybe it's too obvious. What about 1234? No, that's too sequential. Maybe a number that's common but not predictable, like 42. That's from The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Or maybe 2004. No. How about 18,765? Wait, that's from a song. What's mind-blowing is that we're getting a glimpse into how the model thinks. OpenAI's models have always kept their internal reasoning hidden, but this example gives us a rare peek behind the curtain. It's almost like listening to a person figuring things out aloud. If you enjoy this video, don't forget like and subscribe this channel for more updates. See you in next part. The Chinese military has successfully conducted the world's first parachute jump featuring a military dog named Dindin. The jump was performed alongside its handler, a paratrooper from the People's Liberation Army. Before the jump, Dindin was outfitted with a specially designed safety suit to ensure both protection and comfort during the descent. The dog then boarded the aircraft with its handler, and at the designated altitude, the pair executed the parachute jump flawlessly. Their well-coordinated descent highlighted the strong bond of trust and teamwork between human and canine. Military dogs like Dindin play a vital role in a variety of operations, including search and rescue missions, security tasks, and reconnaissance efforts. Training them for parachute jumps enhances their capabilities, allowing them to operate more effectively in remote or difficult-to-access areas. Following the initial demonstration with the military dog, the Chinese armed forces showcased an advanced parachute training exercise, highlighting the meticulous preparation and execution of airborne operations using the latest equipment of the Chinese Air Force. Before the jump, servicemen undergo a rigorous inspection process, ensuring their parachute gear is securely fastened. They receive final instructions from their commanders before proceeding to the helicopter. Once inside, each paratrooper takes their designated position, double-checking their equipment and mentally preparing for the jump. Upon reaching the predetermined altitude and drop zone, the instructor gives the command, and the paratroopers exit the aircraft in a coordinated sequence. During freefall, they skillfully maneuver their descent, adjusting their body position and parachute controls to achieve maximum stability and accuracy. As they approach the landing zone, each parachutist demonstrates precise control, ensuring a smooth and accurate touchdown. These training exercises are meticulously designed to sharpen parachuting skills, enhance landing accuracy, and improve mid-air coordination. Such drills play a vital role in the operational preparedness of China's elite airborne units, reinforcing their ability to execute complex missions with precision and efficiency. Flyboard Air, an advanced jet-powered flying platform developed by French inventor Frankie Zapata, is gaining attention as a potential game-changer for NATO soldiers. This state-of-the-art hoverboard is powered by 5 turbojet engines running on kerosene, allowing it to achieve remarkable performance metrics. With a maximum flight altitude of 3,000 meters, a top speed of approximately 150 kilometers per hour, and a payload capacity of up to 120 kilograms, the Flyboard Air is designed for individual flight operations and high-impact demonstration performances. Control of the device is achieved through the pilot's body tilts and a handheld controller, requiring extensive training and skill to master. While its futuristic capabilities are impressive, the Flyboard Air is not yet available for commercial mass production and remains primarily used for aerial shows and military demonstrations. The exact price remains undisclosed, but reports from 2017 suggested that Zapata had showcased the technology to the U.S. Army, with a potential cost estimate of around $250,000 per unit. Despite its revolutionary potential, widespread adoption remains a challenge due to its complex operation, limited flight duration, and high production costs. As military forces worldwide explore next-generation mobility solutions, the Flyboard Air stands as a remarkable innovation, paving the way for the future of personalized aerial transport and tactical military applications. Stepping away from jetpacks, let's explore another groundbreaking flying device, the E-Fly, developed by the French company Zapata. This personal aerial vehicle resembles a flying Segway, offering a unique and accessible approach to individual flight. The E-Fly consists of a compact platform equipped with multiple jet engines, where the user stands and controls the device using 2 extended handles for stability. Flight control is intuitive, achieved through subtle body tilts, making it significantly easier to operate, even for beginners. An evolution of Zapata's previous model, the Flyboard Air, the E-Fly introduces handlebars for enhanced balance, reducing pilot training requirements and making flight control more user-friendly. With a top speed of 30 kilometers per hour and a maximum altitude of 3,000 meters, the E-Fly is designed for a wide range of applications, including entertainment and recreational flights, search and rescue operations, military and tactical applications. This innovative flying platform showcases the continuous advancements in personal flight technology, bringing us closer to a future where individual aerial mobility is more practical and accessible. Engineers at Gravity Industries have developed an innovative, jet-powered suit known as the Jet Suit, redefining the future of personal flight. This advanced system is equipped with 5 miniature turbojet engines, 2 mounted on the arms and 3 positioned on the back, allowing for controlled and dynamic maneuverability. The jet suit boasts impressive performance capabilities, reaching speeds of up to 88 kilometers per hour and ascending to an altitude of 3,658 meters. However, flight time is limited to approximately 5 to 10 minutes, depending on environmental conditions and the pilot's weight. Flight control is achieved through precise arm and body positioning, enabling rapid maneuvering, speed adjustment, and stable navigation. This high-tech flight system was showcased at the Special Operations Forces Industry Conference, where experts highlighted its game-changing potential in military and rescue operations. Potential applications of the jet suit: rapid personnel deployment, transporting operatives quickly across challenging terrains; obstacle navigation, bypassing physical barriers and reaching inaccessible locations; reconnaissance missions, conducting aerial surveillance in hard-to-reach areas. With its futuristic design and tactical advantages, the Gravity Industries jet suit represents a groundbreaking leap in aerial mobility, paving the way for next-generation military, rescue, and tactical operations. Jetpack Aviation, JPA, has introduced the JB-10, a cutting-edge jetpack that marks a significant leap forward in personal aerial mobility. This high-performance flying device is powered by two specially modified turbojet engines, each generating approximately 90 kilograms of thrust, enabling exceptional speed and altitude capabilities. The JB-10 can achieve speeds exceeding 193 kilometers per hour and ascend to an altitude of up to 5,500 meters. Its flight duration averages around 8 minutes, depending on factors such as pilot weight and environmental conditions. There are two versions of the JB-10, each catering to different levels of operation. Ultralight version. Max speed, 105 kilometers per hour. Fuel capacity, approximately 19 liters. Regulation can be operated without a pilot's license under FAA regulations in the U.S. experimental version. No restrictions on speed or fuel capacity. Pilot requirements. Must hold at least a sport or recreational license. Potential applications. Rapid personal transport. High-speed mobility across the short distances. Military and tactical missions. Quick deployment in high-risk environments. Rescue and emergency response. Accessing hard-to-reach locations. With its advanced design and flight capabilities, the Jetpack Aviation JB-10 is redefining what's possible in the field of personal aviation. As regulations evolve, this jetpack could play a critical role in military, emergency response, and futuristic urban transport solutions. First commercially available jetpack. Developed in New Zealand by the Martin Aircraft Company, the Martin Jetpack is the first commercially available jetpack, setting a new benchmark in personal flight technology. Unlike traditional jetpacks that rely on turbojet engines, this innovative system utilizes two ducted fans powered by a 2.0-liter V4 engine, generating 200 horsepower while running on gasoline. Maximum speed, 40 kilometers per hour. Maximum altitude, 760 meters. Flight duration, up to 28 minutes. Empty weight, 200 kilograms. Initially designed as a recreational personal flight vehicle, the company later recognized its practical applications in emergency response, search and rescue, and military operations. Emergency response, assisting in disaster relief and medical evacuations. Search and rescue operations, reaching inaccessible locations efficiently. Military applications, tactical missions, and rapid deployment. With its extended flight time and stable design, the Martin Jetpack represents a significant advancement in personal aviation, paving the way for innovative aerial solutions in both civilian and defense sectors. Let us know in the comments which flying device impressed you the most. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and subscribe for more exciting content. See you next video.
ਸਾਰੇ ਖਤਮ ਤੇ ਵਿਚਾਰਾ ਕਦੀ ਦੋ ਬਕਰੀਆਂ ਦੇ ਜੱਗੇ ਪੱਠੇ ਵੜ
At CES 2025, the Chinese company Fourier Intelligence unveiled its latest humanoid robot, the GR1. First introduced in 2023, the GR1 has quickly become one of the most advanced humanoid robots developed in China. Its main purpose is to assist with medical care, rehabilitation, and provide support to the elderly and people with disabilities. Standing 1.65 meters tall and weighing 55 kilograms, the GR1 is roughly the size of an adult human. It can move at a speed of up to 5 kilometers per hour, navigate stairs, and carry loads of up to 50 kilograms. Powered by artificial intelligence, the robot can recognize faces, speech, and objects, and analyze its surroundings in real time. Thanks to advanced sensors and cameras, the GR1 navigates dynamic environments with ease, performing tasks as needed. Combining a sleek design, high interactivity, and a focus on real-world medical applications, the GR1 represents a major leap forward in the development of humanoid robots. At the exhibition, Species Corporation unveiled its groundbreaking emotional robotic mannequin. While not exactly a traditional humanoid robot, this innovation, called Kosaka Kokona, was first introduced in 2017. Kokona stands out with its fluid, graceful movements, made possible by its 37 movable joints. It can be controlled remotely via a computer or tablet using Miku Miku Dance software, which allows users to define and program its movements. Standing at 155 centimeters tall, Kokona's flexible motions add a dynamic touch to the display of clothing and accessories, something static mannequins could never achieve. Additionally, because it's attached to a platform, Kokona is easy to transport and set up wherever needed. Unlike autonomous robots, it doesn't have the risk of tipping over, making it safe to place near people. At the exhibition, the company Engineered Art showcased their well-known robot Alfred, a surgeon unlike any other. At first glance, Alfred might seem quite ordinary. He sports a green blouse, a stethoscope casually draped around his neck, and a timeless look that makes him stand out. He even has a knack for cracking jokes about the Swiss and can confidently recommend the best shawarma spot in town. But Alfred is far from your average doctor. He's an ultra-realistic next-generation robot. Equipped with advanced artificial intelligence and voice recognition, Alfred can hold natural conversations, answering almost any question, even ones about his personal life. Impressively, he understands nearly every language in the world, accents included. The engineers behind Alfred envision a future where robots like him could take on human roles in various industries, such as tourism. In fact, they believe Alfred would excel as a hotel administrator. For now, though, Alfred's talents remain focused on conversation. He hasn't performed a single surgery yet, as one of the engineers humorously pointed out. At the CES exhibition, NVIDIA unveiled the impressive capabilities of its new GeForce RTX 50 series graphics cards. But that wasn't all. The company also introduced a humanoid robot called Galit G1, showcasing its advanced technologies in action. Standing at 1.7 meters tall and weighing around 65 kilograms, Galit G1 is designed to perform precise tasks and interact seamlessly with its surroundings. During the demonstration, the robot approached a shelf stocked with drinks and candies. Using its sensors and cameras for spatial awareness, it carefully selected an item with its robotic hands. In a smooth and deliberate motion, Galit G1 tossed the treat into the hand of a person standing opposite. This showcase highlighted the incredible potential of NVIDIA's technologies, not only in graphics but also in robotics and AI-powered systems. Japanese developers from Kawasaki Heavy Industries have made an impressive contribution to robotics with their advanced autonomous robot, Niyaki. Presented at a recent exhibition, Niyaki showcases remarkable capabilities, such as knocking on doors, opening them, and delivering drinks to hotel rooms. At present, Niyaki can only open doors it has been pre-programmed to recognize. However, the developers are actively working on enhancing its functionality so it can handle doors it encounters for the first time. A standout feature of Niyaki's design is its two arms, each equipped with 3 fingers, giving it impressive dexterity. This innovative robot is seen as a potential solution to Japan's labor shortages, an issue driven by the country's declining population. The CES 2025 exhibition in Las Vegas showcased some incredible innovations, and one highlight was the advanced robotic baristas. Among them was a system developed by Stardust Intelligence, which impressed visitors with its coffee-making skills. This robotic system features high-precision manipulators capable of handling intricate tasks with remarkable speed and accuracy. The robotic arms have 7 degrees of freedom and can move at an impressive speed of up to 10 meters per second. What's even more fascinating is that the robot can recognize different types of coffee beans and automatically adjust the brewing parameters to deliver the perfect cup every time. Plus, the manipulators are equipped with tactile sensors, allowing them to handle delicate items like cups and glassware with care. At the CES 2025 exhibition, one standout attraction was the humanoid robot T1, created by Booster Robotics. Visitors couldn't help but be drawn to this incredible machine, which showcased a wide range of impressive capabilities. T1 amazed onlookers with its flexibility and agility, performing push-ups, dance moves, and even kung fu routines with precision. Standing at 1.2 meters tall and weighing 30 kilograms, the robot is equipped with advanced sensors and a sophisticated motion control system, enabling smooth and efficient movement. During the demonstration, T1 showcased its ability to walk, bend, and even kick a soccer ball with precision, highlighting its highly coordinated and precise motor skills. Booster Robotics envisions T1 as a potential substitute for athletes in the future, especially as its intelligence and analytical abilities continue to evolve. The performance at CES left no doubt about T1's remarkable potential, sparking curiosity and excitement about what the future holds for humanoid robotics. At CES 2025, the Sense Robot Chess was unveiled, impressing attendees with its remarkable ability to adapt to players' skill levels. Powered by advanced artificial intelligence, this robot analyzes its opponent's moves in real time, adjusting the difficulty of the game while offering helpful tips and guidance. Sense Robot Chess features several game modes, including training, tournament, and an educational module. Beyond just playing a game, the robot can review your performance, pinpoint mistakes, and suggest ways to improve your strategies. One of its standout features is its ability to support remote gameplay, allowing chess enthusiasts to train or compete with other Sense robot users globally. But its talents don't stop at chess. The robot is also capable of playing checkers and backgammon, broadening its appeal. While the price of the Sense Robot Chess hasn't been announced yet, it's designed to cater to both families and professional players, promising a versatile and innovative gaming experience. At CES 2025, the Japanese company NTT unveiled an impressive humanoid robot powered by their next-generation language model, Suzumi. This wasn't just an ordinary robot. It was a showcase of how advanced generative artificial intelligence has become. Suzumi didn't just understand and process commands. It also carried out physical tasks and even simulated sensations. During the demonstration, the humanoid robot performed a variety of actions. It moved objects, interacted naturally with people, and responded to physical stimuli in real time. One of its standout features was its ability to sense its surroundings, making its movements and decision-making feel remarkably human-like. Let us know in the comments which technology you found most exciting after watching this video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more updates. See you in the next video.
ਚੌਧਰੀ ਤੂੰ ਕਿਤੇ ਤਾਂ ਵਹੀ ਕਰਦਾ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਨਾ ਬੇਵਕੂਫਾ ਗੱਲ ਕਹਿ ਕੇ ਮਨਾ ਕੇ ਕਿਤੇ ਐਵੇਂ 15,000 ਰੁਪਏ ਦੀ ਨੌਕਰੀ ਤੇ ਕਰਦਾ ਮੈਂ ਏਅਰ ਵਾਲੀ ਦੁਕਾਨ ਤੇ ਫਿਰ ਤੂੰ ਮਨਾ ਕੇ ਲਗਾਉਂਦਾ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਦੇਖ ਤੇਰੇ ਕੋਲ ਪੁੱਛਣਾ ਹੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਸੀ ਜੋ ਤੂੰ ਸ਼ਾਮੀ ਘਰ ਜਾਣਾ ਸੀ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ ਕਹਿਣਾ ਸੀ ਰਿਸ਼ਤਾ ਕਰਤਾ ਕਰਤਾ ਲੱਡੂ ਲਿਆ ਕੇ ਖਵਾਓਗੇ ਕਿ ਨਹੀਂ ਲਓ ਤੂੰ ਜੇ ਪੁੱਛ ਲੈਂਦਾ ਨਾ ਤੂੰ ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਵੀ ਲੱਡੂ ਮੈਂ ਕਾਲਾ ਖਾਣਾ ਸੀ ਮੈਂ ਚੁੱਪ ਕਰਕੇ ਖਾ ਲਿਆ ਬਚਿਆ ਹੀ ਇਹ ਹੁਣ ਹਾਜ਼ਰ ਮੌਕੇ ਤੇ ਮੰਗਣੀ ਤੋਂ ਪਹਿਲੇ 25 26 ਵਾਰੀ ਪੁੱਛਣਗੇ ਨੂੰ ਕੁੜੀ ਨੂੰ ਖਾਣਗੇ ਨੂੰ ਪਹਿਲੇ ਭਰਾ ਨੂੰ ਬਾਅਦ ਚ ਦਿਖਾਉਣਗੇ ਪਹਿਲੇ ਨੂੰ ਖਾਣਗੇ ਫਿਰ ਡੱਬੇ ਦੀ ਟੇਪ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਉਹਦੇ ਕੋਲੋਂ ਲਵਾਉਣਗੇ ਮਠਾਈ ਵਾਲੇ ਡੱਬੇ ਦੀ
ਹੁੰਦਾ ਜਾਵੇ ਹਰ ਘਰ ਦੀ ਸੀ
ਪਹਿਲੇ ਇਹਨੂੰ ਚਕਾਣਗੇ
ਜਿਹੜਾ ਪੁੱਤਰ ਮਾਰ ਕੋ ਮਾਰੇ ਭਾਵੇਂ ਵੱਡਾ ਭਾਵੇਂ ਛੋਟਾ ਜੋ ਹਿਸਾਬ ਪੁੱਛ ਕੇ ਸਾਰਾ ਟੱਬਰ ਕਦਮ ਚੱਕੇਗਾ
ਮੈਂ ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਉਹਦੇ ਮਸ਼ਵਰੇ ਤੋਂ ਬਗੈਰ
ਮਾਨ ਦੇ ਹਿਸਾਬ ਨਾਲ ਇਹ ਅਸੀਂ ਇਹ ਨਹੀਂ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਤੇ ਡਿਸਟ੍ਰੀਬਿਊਟ ਬਰਾਬਰ ਹੀ ਕਰ ਰਹੇ ਹਾਂ ਨਾ ਇੰਡਸਟਰੀ ਦੂਰ ਦੀ ਗੱਲ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈਗੀ ਮਤਲਬ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਮਾਲਕ ਮਾਰੇ ਨਾ ਉਹਦੀ ਕਦਰ ਘਰ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਬਹੁਤੀ
ਯਾਰ ਤੂੰ ਆਦੇ ਭਰਾਵਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚੋਂ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਤੋਂ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਰੁਪਏ ਤੂੰ ਮਾਰਿਆ ਜਾਂ ਨਹੀਂ ਮੰਨ ਜਾ ਫਿਰ
ਮੰਨਦਾ ਮੇਰੀ ਜ਼ੁਬਾਨ ਦੀ
ਇਦਾਂ ਹੀ ਹੈ ਭਰਾ ਵੀ ਤੇਰੀ ਗੱਲ ਸੁਣਨਗੇ ਸੁਣਦੇ ਹੋਣੇ ਨੇ
ਦੋ ਹੀ ਭਰਾ ਨੇ ਇੱਕ ਵੱਡਾ ਉਹ ਹੈ ਥੋੜਾ ਲਾਲੋ ਵੀ ਯਾਨੀ ਕਿ ਬਹੁਤ ਸਿੱਧਾ ਜਿੰਦਾ ਕੋਈ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈ ਇਹ ਥੋੜਾ ਚਲਾ ਗਿਆ ਬਸ ਉਹ ਜਿੰਦਾ ਇਹ ਜਿੰਦਾ ਮਾਰ ਕੇ ਉਹਦਾ ਠੀਕ ਹੈ ਸਰ ਡਾਕਟਰ
ਪਰ ਇਹਦੇ ਕੋਲੋਂ ਉਹ ਬਾਈ ਵੀ ਕਰਦਾ
ਹਾਂ ਉਹ ਬਾਈ ਕਰਦਾ
ਉਹ ਤਾਂ ਖਾਦ ਪਾਉਣ ਲੱਗਿਆ ਵੀ ਇਹਦੇ ਕੋਲੋਂ ਪੁੱਛ ਕੇ ਪਾਉਂਦਾ ਹੋਣਾ
ਉਹ ਸਭ ਇੱਕ ਮੋਟੀ ਦਰ ਪਾ ਰਹੀ ਹੈ ਗ੍ਰਹਿਣ ਦੀ
ਟੁੱਕਾ ਵੀ ਇਹਦੇ ਕੋਲ ਪੁੱਛ ਕੇ ਕਰਦਾ ਮੈਂ ਇਸ ਵਾਰੀ ਕਿੱਲਾ ਨੰਬਰ 26 ਨੂੰ ਪਾਣੀ ਲਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਲੇਗੇ ਭਾਈ ਆ ਲਾ ਨਾ ਦਈਏ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਖਾਤੀਆਂ ਬੋਰੀਆਂ ਮਿਲ ਜਾਣੀਆਂ 5 ਤਰੀਕ ਨੂੰ ਮਾਂ ਵਾਲੇ ਬੰਦੇ ਦੀ ਸੁਣੀ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਹੈ ਇਹ ਗੱਲ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਕੋਈ ਸ਼ੱਕ ਨਹੀਂ
I'm Boris. I'm an engineer.
I'm Kat. I'm a product manager.
We love seeing what people build with Claude, especially with coding, and we want to make Claude better at coding for everyone. We built some tools, one of which we're sharing today. We're launching Claude Code as a research preview.
Anthropic has officially released their latest AI model, Claude 3.7 Sonnier. This model brings a lot to the table, and there's quite a bit to unpack. Unlike your typical large language model, LLM, Claude 3.7 Sonnier is a hybrid reasoning model. It offers impressive capabilities, especially when we look at the benchmarks it has surpassed. If you take a closer look at the details, you'll see that. Today, we're excited to announce Claude 3.7 Sonnier, our most advanced model yet, and the first hybrid reasoning model on the market. According to the details, Claude 3.7 Sonnier can provide near-instant responses, or, when needed, extended step-by-step reasoning that is fully visible to the user. API users also have precise control over how long the model can take to think through a response. Now, this hybrid reasoning is really interesting. It combines what's known as System 1 and System 2 thinking, which I'll explain in a moment. In simple terms, this means the model can generate answers tailored to both complex, thoughtful queries and quick, on-the-spot questions that demand immediate responses. They explain that the development of Claude 3.7 Sonnet was guided by a different philosophy compared to other reasoning models available today. Just as humans use a single brain to handle both quick reactions and deep reflection, we believe that reasoning should be an integrated capability in cutting-edge models, rather than requiring a separate system altogether. This unified approach not only enhances performance but also provides a smoother, more seamless experience for users. They're essentially referring to the concept of System 1 and System 2 thinking. System 1 is all about intuition and instinct, where, like humans, large language models can provide instant responses. On the other hand, System 2 is slower and more logical. This is where you engage in deeper thought to solve more complex problems. And this is exactly the approach they've embedded into Claude 3.7 Sonnet, allowing it to handle both quick and thoughtful responses. With Claude 3.7 Sonnet, you now have the ability to control the thinking budget. If you're a developer, this means you can specify the maximum number of tokens the model can use when processing a task. You get to decide how long you want Claude to think. This feature is incredibly valuable because it gives you full control over the model's thought process. One issue I've noticed with other reasoning models is that they might only think for 10 seconds on a problem when you actually need them to take longer, maybe 100 or even 200 seconds. This level of customization is going to be a game changer. Before we dive into the infamous benchmarks, let's take a quick look at how Claude 3.7 compares to Claude 3.5. Claude 3.7 is significantly smarter than its predecessor, Claude 3.6. With this version, you can enable the extended thinking mode, where the model self-reflects before answering. This feature greatly enhances its performance, especially in areas like math, physics, instruction following, coding, and many other tasks. The good news is that prompting works similarly in both modes. So if you have prompts that worked well with Claude 3.6 Sonnet, they're likely to work just as smoothly with Claude 3.7, with no changes needed. One of the key aspects that sets Claude 3.7 apart is its focus on real-world applications. The team behind it explains that in developing their reasoning models, they've placed less emphasis on math and computer science competition problems and instead shifted their focus to tasks that reflect how businesses actually use language models. This is a game changer because too often companies get caught up in optimizing for benchmarks that aren't necessarily practical for everyday use. For example, when we look at the benchmarks for Claude 3.7, you'll see that they're still impressive, but many of those benchmarks don't directly translate into value for the average user or business. This focus on real-world utility is one reason why Claude 3.7 and 3.6 have generally outperformed competitors like ChatGPT. They've trained their models to excel in practical, everyday scenarios, rather than just aiming for high scores in niche competition problems. Now, let's take a look at the benchmarks for Claude 3.7 Sonnet. One thing that stands out is that while Claude 3.7 doesn't necessarily dominate all other models in every benchmark, it does show strong performance in key areas. For example, the recent release of the Grok 3 beta showed some impressive results, but Claude 3.7 Sonnet manages to edge it out in several important benchmarks, like agentic coding and agentic tool use. These are the types of tasks that are directly relevant to real-world applications, and it's great to see Claude 3.7 excelling in them. However, in areas like visual reasoning and high school-level competition math, we're seeing top models like Claude 3.7, Grok 3 beta, and others converge around similar performance levels, around 86%. But in the GPQA benchmark, Claude 3.7 Sonnet does pull ahead. What's interesting about Claude 3.7 Sonnet is that it's a model that's difficult to fully assess just by looking at benchmarks. It's one you really have to use in practice to appreciate its full capabilities. From what I'm seeing in the AI community, it's clear that many people are excited about this model, and I wouldn't be surprised if Claude experiences a huge spike in usage. In fact, I expect it might even run out of inference capacity, considering how many users are already jumping on board with the previous versions. But as I mentioned earlier, while the benchmarks are important, there's one key benchmark we need to focus on. The benchmark we're focusing on here is agentic tool use, which is incredibly important because it evaluates how AI agents handle real-world tasks involving user and tool interactions. This is a benchmark designed for practical, real-world usage, and it's crucial for assessing how well AI can be applied outside of just competition settings. Essentially, this benchmark measures how consistently an AI agent can perform the same task across multiple trials, using a metric called pass at K, which tracks reliability over repeated attempts. This is important because while benchmarks like competition math and GPQA are great for gauging an AI's intelligence, real-world use cases require AI to perform reliably and consistently in a variety of situations. Focusing on tool use, as this benchmark does, ensures that AI agents are prepared for deployment in sensitive, real-world environments, like customer service or healthcare, where consistency and reliability are absolutely vital. And of course, it wouldn't be a proper benchmark discussion without mentioning SWE Bench Verified. This benchmark, specifically designed for the software development niche, shows that Claude 3.7 Sonnet has achieved state-of-the-art performance. The fact that it's performing at this level really highlights just how much better this model is compared to OpenAI's GPT-3. We can clearly see that, while there's been a lot of hype surrounding GPT-3 and DeepMind's models, Claude 3.7 Sonnet has managed to outperform them by a significant margin. What's even more interesting is that this isn't just about the benchmarks. It's something I've seen firsthand. Developers who are currently coding with Claude 3.7 Sonnet are saying that this model is absolutely outstanding. For example, while OpenAI's GPT-3 scored around 49% and GPT-1 around 48%, Claude 3.7 Sonnet made a massive jump, scoring 62.3%. With custom scaffolding, it even reached 70.3%. This is a huge leap, nearly a 12% increase in just 4 months, from October 2024 to now. While that might not sound like much at first, when you consider its impact on day-to-day use, it's a major upgrade for real-world software development tasks. For those of you who use DevOps, you'll notice that in the agentic coding evaluation, Claude 3.7 Sonnet once again shows impressive results, jumping up to 67%. This just reinforces the trend we're seeing. GPT-4 started at 49%, and now Claude 3.7 Sonnet has already reached 67%. It really makes you think, just imagine where we'll be in a few years. The future is incredibly exciting. If you're curious about Claude's coding capabilities, you'll definitely want to check this out. There's a new agentic coding tool that lets users interact with Claude directly in the terminal. This tool has been launched as a research preview to enhance the coding capabilities and features of Claude 3.7. What makes this tool so powerful is that it can understand your code base, analyze repositories, and provide insights into their structure. Users can request changes, view Claude's thought process, and even generate and execute tests. It can automatically resolve errors, detect and fix build issues iteratively, and push changes to GitHub with clear summaries. If you're someone who uses Claude for coding, this is definitely a video you'll want to watch.
Should we be doing like big smile or?
No, big smile. That's
Okay.
creepy.
That's sort of what I'm Boris. I'm an engineer.
I'm Kat. I'm a product manager.
We love seeing what people build with Claude, especially with coding, and we want to make Claude better at coding for everyone. We built some tools, one of which we're sharing today. We're launching Claude Code as a research preview. Claude Code is an agentic coding tool that lets you work with Claude directly in your terminal. We're going to show you an example of it in action.
So we have a project here. It's a Next.js app. Let's open it up in an instance of Claude Code. Now that we've done this, Claude Code has access to all of the files in this repository. We don't know much about this codebase. It looks like an app for chatting with a customer support agent. Let's get Claude to help explain this codebase to us. Claude starts by reading the higher level files, and then it dives in deeper. Now it's going through all the components in the project. Cool. Here's its final analysis.
So say I was asked to replace this left sidebar with a chat history, and I'm also going to add a new chat button. I'm going to ask Claude to help me out here. We haven't specified any files or paths, and Claude's already finding the right files to update by itself. Claude can also show its thinking, and we can see how it's decided to tackle this problem. Claude's asking me if I want to accept these changes. I'll say yeah. Now Claude's updating the navbar, adding a button and icons as well. Next, it's updating the logic to ensure the saving state works correctly. After a bit, Claude completes the task. Here's a summary of what it's done. Let's take a look at the app. So we're seeing a new chat button and new chat history section on the left. Let's check if I can start a new chat while keeping the previous one saved. I'll try out the new chat button too. Great, it's all working.
Now let's ask Claude to add some tests to make sure that the features we just added work. Claude's asking for permission to run commands. We'll say yes. Claude is making some changes to run these tests. After getting the results, it continues with its plan until all tests pass. After a few minutes, it looks like we're good to go. Now I'm going to ask Claude to compile the app and see if we get any build errors. Let's see what it finds. Claude identified the build errors and is now fixing them. Then it tries to build again. It'll keep going until it works.
Now let's finish everything up by asking Claude to commit its changes and push them to GitHub. Claude creates a summary and a description of our changes. And it'll push the changes to GitHub. That's it. That's an example of what Claude Code can do. We can't wait for people to start building with it.
Substantial evidence that what DeepSeek did here is they distilled the knowledge out of OpenAI's models. And I don't think OpenAI is very happy about this.
OpenAI claims to have evidence that the Chinese company DeepSeek used OpenAI's model outputs to train its own competing model. This allegation is significant, as DeepSeek's price-performance ratio has already impacted the stock market. This news could lead to OpenAI suing DeepSeek for alleged intellectual property theft. One key piece of evidence circulating online right now is this screenshot. People have noticed that when you ask DeepSeek, "Who are you?" during random conversations, it often refers to itself as a large language model developed by OpenAI. This happens because if a model is trained on OpenAI's outputs, it naturally picks up responses that include phrases like, "as an AI developed by OpenAI, XYZ." That's exactly what we're seeing in DeepSeek's responses. This is significant because if DeepSeek were an entirely original model that hadn't been trained on OpenAI's data, it should instead state, "I am a model developed by DeepSeek." However, in many cases, it actually identifies itself as an OpenAI developed model, which raises concerns, especially given the current discussions around AI training practices. It's worth noting that DeepSeek has recently updated this behavior. Now, if you ask, "Who developed you?" it responds with, "I was developed by DeepSeek." But earlier, it used to say, "I am a large language model developed by OpenAI." This strongly suggests that DeepSeek was, at least in part, trained on OpenAI's outputs. OpenAI has stated that they discovered additional evidence indicating that the Chinese AI startup, DeepSeek, may have used proprietary models from a US company to train its own open-source competitor. This has raised concerns about a possible breach of intellectual property. OpenAI is essentially alleging that they have identified signs of model distillation. In machine learning, the goal is often to transfer the capabilities of a large model into a smaller, more efficient one. The process begins with a large model trained on a vast dataset, allowing it to capture complex patterns and knowledge. Then, a smaller student model is initialized, designed to be more resource efficient. The student model learns by training on the outputs of the larger teacher model. This involves refining the student model so it can closely mimic the teacher's output distribution, capturing the nuanced insights the teacher has acquired. In this context, OpenAI has applied this approach using models like S1 or similar architectures. In fact, OpenAI has previously distilled highly advanced models, including an internal model reportedly known as GPT-5. I'm not exactly sure what the model is called, maybe Orion, but essentially, they've been refining its capabilities and integrating them into models like GPT-4. This allows them to provide these advanced features at a much lower cost. Take a look at what Grok CEO Jonathan Ross has to say about distillation and how DeepSeek was able to quickly enhance its AI capabilities with insights from OpenAI, along with an explanation of how this process works.
If there's a really good model already right here, just have it generate the data, and you go whoop right up to where it is. And that's what they did. So it is true that they spent about $6 million or whatever it was on the training. They spent a lot more distilling or scraping the OpenAI model. OpenAI was effectively subsidizing, accidentally, the training of this model because they were using OpenAI, right? And rumors are that OpenAI may not be completely profitable yet in terms of every token in the API. Like on the subscriptions, maybe, but in the API. And so each one that they generate, effectively, they were losing a little bit of money while DeepSeek was getting training data.
He mentions that DeepSeek is using training data for their model, which is pretty wild when you think about it. Overall, it seems like DeepSeek might be taking data from OpenAI. The article goes on to explain how developers use this technique to achieve better performance on smaller models. By leveraging the outputs from larger, more capable models, they can achieve similar results on specific tasks at a much lower cost. Distillation is a common practice within the industry. However, the concern arose that DeepSeek might be using this method to create their own competing product, which would violate OpenAI's terms of service. We'll dive into that in just a moment. The interesting thing here is that OpenAI doesn't actually want to share the specifics of its evidence in its terms of service. They mention that you can't use copies of their content to compete with OpenAI, but that's not the main point I want to focus on. The real issue is that OpenAI hasn't provided detailed information, which I think is significant. If they did, DeepSeek could potentially cover its tracks. For example, I mentioned earlier that sometimes DeepSeek referred to itself as OpenAI, but now they've removed that. Now, whenever it refers to itself, it says, "I'm DeepSeek." That's an important piece of evidence because if their model were solely trained by themselves, it wouldn't say, "I'm a large language model by OpenAI." Of course, they will likely argue that their model was trained on a vast portion of the internet, which includes text that may contain OpenAI's model. So they won't exactly be cornered with no defenses. Take a look at what David Sachs, the ICER, has to say. He's the government-appointed leader in charge of overseeing and managing AI policies, regulations, and strategies. In a recent interview, he mentioned that it's quite possible this is exactly what DeepSeek did to unlock the capabilities of the current model.
Well, it's possible. There's a technique in AI called distillation, which you're going to hear a lot about, and it's when one model learns from another model. Effectively, what happens is that the student model asks the parent model a lot of questions, just like a human would learn. But AIs can do this, asking millions of questions, and they can essentially mimic the reasoning process that they learn from the parent model, and they can kind of suck the knowledge out of the parent model. And there's substantial evidence that what DeepSeek did here is they distilled the knowledge out of OpenAI's models. And I don't think OpenAI is very happy about this. And I think one of the things you're going to see over the next few months is our leading AI companies taking steps to try and prevent distillation. And so we'll see if the leading AI companies can prevent distillation by third-party companies, that would definitely slow down some of these copycat models.
When you take a look at the terms of service, it's clear that one of the key restrictions is that you cannot use their output to create models that directly compete with OpenAI. In this case, DeepSeek is a direct competitor. So if they were to do this, it could open the door for OpenAI to potentially pursue legal action on several different grounds. They've also mentioned here that you're prohibited from attempting to assist anyone in reverse engineering, decompiling, or uncovering the source code, or any underlying components of their services, including their models, algorithms, or systems. This is clearly a violation of their terms of service. I wouldn't be surprised if OpenAI decides to take legal action against DeepSeek based on these grounds. The article goes on to mention that it's a common practice for startups and academics to use outputs from human-aligned commercial language models like ChatGPT to train their own models. This insight comes from someone with a PhD from the University of California, Berkeley. Essentially, they highlight that you benefit from all the human feedback at step 3 of the process. It's not surprising that companies like DeepMind may also be using similar techniques. though stopping this practice might prove challenging. It's tough to determine when someone is simply chatting with a model versus using it to generate specific outputs for building their own models. This would be a real challenge to pinpoint. Moreover, OpenAI can't just implement strict rate limits, because that would make the platform practically useless for developers. So, they're in a bit of a bind, trying to figure out how to monitor this effectively. If you enjoy this video, don't forget to like and subscribe this channel for more updates. See you in next part. The AI industry is continuing to gain momentum, with major players like DeepMind pushing forward to release their latest AI models. It's clear that companies are fully committed to investing in AI and are going all in on its potential. If you're not familiar with DeepMind's models, you might not be paying attention to the AI space. This company shook the industry by doing something unexpected. They developed cutting-edge models at a fraction of the cost. And now, it looks like they're preparing to launch their second iteration, R2. This is particularly concerning, especially considering the current state of the AI industry. As you can see here, DeepMind is planning to release R2 in early May, although they're pushing to launch it even sooner, especially considering the current state of the AI industry. Just recently, DeepMind is planning to release R2 in early May, although they're pushing to launch it even sooner. Now, we're faced with a potentially game-changing scenario, especially considering the current state of the R2, the second iteration of their AI models, at a level comparable to what we've seen from top labs like Anthropic and OpenAI. But at a fraction of the cost, it could put Western AI companies in a difficult position. At the moment, developers and users don't seem to have strong loyalties to these brands. Sure, names like ChatGPT, Grok, and even Elon Musk's ventures hold some weight, but many developers are constantly on the lookout for cheaper alternatives to cut down costs for their apps and software. This is where things could get interesting. One area that DeepMind is focusing on with their new model is coding. In fact, the company has mentioned that they hope R2 will not only improve coding performance but also enhance its ability to reason in languages beyond just English. What's also notable is that the accelerated timeline for this release hasn't been reported before. Now, why is coding such a big deal? Well, I believe coding is one of the toughest challenges in AI. It's a highly complex task, and many people are still using models like GPT-3.5 for this. If DeepMind can outperform GPT-3.5 or even GPT-3.6 in coding, that would be a game changer. It could effectively take away a significant portion of Claude's market share, and honestly, this wouldn't be the first time DeepMind has rocked the AI industry. For example, if we look at recent coding benchmarks, particularly the agentic coding evaluation using Devin, we can see some interesting trends. Devin is an AI agent framework designed for software developers, and it's being used by large enterprises to help reduce the workload of developers and automate significant parts of the stack. Looking at the results, the model that performs the best is, of course, Sonnet 3.7, which was recently released. When compared to DeepMind's R1, which scored 51%, it's clear that other frontier models significantly outpace it. But what if DeepMind's R2 ends up surpassing Sonnet 3.7? Or even land somewhere in between? That could mark a pivotal moment for the AI industry, especially since coding is such a core focus for many developers who are building apps and software today. Another benchmark that's particularly interesting is the Ada Polyglot Coding Benchmark. This tool evaluates how effectively AI language models can translate natural language coding requests into executable code that passes unit tests. The benchmark assesses not just the model's coding ability, but also its capacity to edit existing code and format those edits appropriately for integration into source files. Looking at the results here, it's interesting to note that DeepMind's R1, combined with Sonnet 3.5 and the agentic framework, is one of the most affordable options in this space. When we look at the total cost versus the performance metrics, we see that it only costs $13 and delivers a high score. In comparison, other models are priced at $186, $17, and even $36. While accuracy will always be a priority for many, I believe that the cost will still play a significant role. DeepMind has this unique advantage. Even if accuracy isn't always top tier, their pricing is so low that it becomes incredibly appealing to users, especially since it's practically free in comparison. Now, if we also look at the LMSI arena, which is a qualitative benchmark that relies on human evaluations, we can see that DeepMind's R1 ranks relatively well, sitting around 3rd or maybe even 5th on the leaderboard. That's a strong position for a non-thinking model, especially when compared to others like Claude 3.7, which actually ranks lower. However, I do think this benchmark places a lot of emphasis on vibes, which makes it a bit subjective. For example, models like GPT-4.5 would likely perform well here, but I'm not sure how thinking models would fare. That said, it will be interesting to see how DeepMind's R2 performs in this context. If it manages to leapfrog other companies again, it could signal something significant, though I wouldn't say these benchmarks are the be-all and end-all. They will, however, showcase the quality of DeepMind's models, and if they can push out R2 by early May, which is only 60 to 90 days away, that would be an impressive turnaround. Imagine a company that's able to churn out models quickly and at a fraction of the cost. The feedback loop for improving these models would get faster with each cycle. That's a pretty worrying prospect for the competition. Recently, DeepSeek released some surprising information on Twitter during day 6 of their open source week. They revealed that there was one more thing they wanted to share: the statistics of their online service and the fact that their profit margin is an impressive 545%. That means they are now a profitable company. Now, why is this so surprising? If you've been following the AI industry, you'll know that most companies are still struggling to turn a profit. Many are relying heavily on massive funding rounds to stay afloat. So hearing that DeepMind is already profitable is quite a standout moment. For example, OpenAI had to report a $5 billion loss this year, despite generating $3.7 billion in revenue. While their revenue is growing year over year, which is a positive sign, many people are speculating that these Western tech companies are simply spending money on things they don't need. However, I don't think that's the case here. In AI, it's pretty common to make large upfront investments, and the real profits usually come later once those investments start paying off. Still, this raises some important questions, and it's one reason why the stock market took a bit of a dive. If companies like DeepMind are already profitable, and OpenAI continues to gain users, why on earth is OpenAI losing billions of dollars? One thing to keep in mind is that models like GPT-4.5 require huge investments in computational resources and infrastructure. For instance, it was reported that GPT-4 cost over $100 million to train, and those expenses contribute to OpenAI's projected losses, including that $5 billion figure. Despite these losses, OpenAI continues to attract substantial investments, largely because of its long-term profitability potential and market leadership in AI. There's also been talk about their recent funding rounds, and apparently, each one is oversubscribed. In other words, investors are so eager to get in on OpenAI that some don't even get the chance to invest. For OpenAI, that's a pretty good problem to have. You can see here that Sam Altman, CEO of OpenAI, mentioned something interesting. They're currently losing money on OpenAI Pro subscriptions. The demand for it is much higher than they initially expected. This is something that I think a lot of people are overlooking, but it's definitely worth considering.
The DeepSeek rabbit hole just keeps getting deeper. After taking a serious hit from DeepSeek last week, OpenAI is now reportedly accusing them of intellectual property theft. And to make things even more interesting, yet another Chinese AI model has just entered the scene. If you're just tuning in, here's the backstory. A Chinese hedge fund built an advanced reasoning model that allegedly outperformed OpenAI's latest technology, and they did it with just $5.5 million in training costs. Then, they turned around and made it completely free for the public. This move shook big tech, especially OpenAI, which has been trying to convince everyone that AI development requires billion-dollar data centers like their $500 billion Stargate project. Now, in an effort to regain control of the AI narrative, PayPal Mafia member David Sachs just went on the news claiming that OpenAI has substantial evidence that DeepSeek stole their model's outputs to fine-tune their own system. This technique, known as distillation, is strictly forbidden under OpenAI's terms of service. The irony here is off the charts. OpenAI itself scraped the entire internet without permission to train its models. Elon Musk accused them of scraping Twitter, while authors like George R.R. Martin are suing over copyright violations. But here's a little secret about the tech world. Companies often push ethical boundaries and ask for forgiveness later. Once a company reaches critical mass, it's almost impossible to stop. Just look at Uber and Airbnb. And so far, OpenAI has managed to win most of its copyright battles.